How to penny stocks. Simple moving average is the simplest type of moving averages. Basically, SMA is calculated by adding the last number in the period from the closing price and then dividing that number with a period. Let me explain an example. If you select SMA 5 on a 1-hour graph, add the closing prices for the last 5 hours and then divide that number by 5. If you select SMA 5 on a 30-minute graph, you will add the closing prices for the past 150 minutes and then divide that number by 5. In the same way, you can calculate SMA for any time period. On the previous chart, you can see 3 different SMA. As you can see, the bigger period SMA you take, the more it stays behind, the more prices. You probably noticed that the 62 SMA is much further away from current prices than 30 and 5 SMA. This is because with 62 SMA you are adding closing prices from the last 62 periods and dividing it with 62. The higher the number of periods that you are using, the slower is reaction to the movement of prices. SMA on this graph shows the overall sentiment in the market in a given period. Instead of just looking at the current price on the market, moving averages provide a broader view and give us the general prediction of prices in the future. EMA is a type of moving average that is similar to simple moving average, except that more weight is given to the latest data. The exponential moving average is also known as exponentially weighted moving average. This type of moving average reacts faster to recent price changes than a simple moving average. In our example above, EMA would put more weight on the 3rd, 5th day, which means that jump on the 2nd would have a lesser value and would not influence so much on the moving average. It would put more emphasis on what traders are doing right now. While trading, it is more important to see what merchants are doing right now, not what they were doing last week or last month. A smooth moving average is sort of a cross between a simple moving average and an exponential moving average, only with a longer period applied. The smooth moving average gives the recent prices an equal weighting to the historic ones. The calculation does not refer to a fixed period but rather takes all available data series into account. This is achieved by subtracting yesterday's smooth moving average from today's price. Adding this result to yesterday's smooth moving average results in today's moving average. In a simple moving average, the price data have an equal weight in the computation of the average. Also, in a simple moving average, the oldest price data are removed from the moving average as a new price is added to the computation. The smooth moving average uses a longer period to determine the average, assigning a weight to the price data as the average is calculated. Thus, the oldest price data points in the smooth moving average are never removed, but they have only a minimal impact on the moving average, which is similar to how an exponential moving average places more weight on the more recent data.